Hi, welcome to our fifth Faith and Fun for Creation. We're in February right now. It's very cold. I hope you guys are all staying warm. So this might be a fun thing to do on an afternoon when it's too cold to go outside. So we are on the fifth day. Think of all the things we've covered in creation so far. I have my plates behind me if you can see. So we had day and night, or light and darkness. We had, let's see, move my head. We have the water, both in the oceans and up in the air so that it can rain and come down into the oceans. We had the land and the plants. That was a fun one with all the Cheerios that we did. And last month we did the sun, moon, and stars. So what are we gonna have? What's gonna happen on day 5? Well, God is getting ready for people. But before the people can come, the animals have to start to come. And the first things to come are the fish and the birds. So our craft day, it's kind of a fun one because we get to take a plate and split it in half and we make a bird and a fish. So I will walk you through on how to do this. It's really fun. It's not that hard. It's just a lot of steps. All right. So you should have gotten in your February kit the Ziploc with everything. And in there, you should have had your story that we are about to read for day 5. You should have had 2 plates or 1 plate split in half, and one of them has holes. And if you notice, I made a mistake and did a hole down there. The hole was supposed to be up there. So see, even adults make mistakes. So we need 2 plates. You will have an orange crayon, 2 googly eyes, because each the bird and the fish need eyes. You will have 2 or 3 feathers. You'll have 1 big one and 1 small one, definitely. And then you'll have 2 pieces of construction paper triangles. I'm trying to grab them here. One will be a big one and one will be a little one. And then you'll have a little green piece of, I was calling it like a ribbon. And then of course your plate label. So the things that you will also need is, in a pack before I sent you a blue crayon. So you'll need a blue crayon. You'll need like a black marker. I'm just using a Sharpie, but any type of pen will work. Black is the best though, but you can also use a crayon if you want. So that would work there too. And your glue stick, okay? So that's everything. So let's read about the creation story for day 5. So if you want, you can follow along on the story that I gave you in your pack. God said, "Let the waters be filled with living things. Let birds fly above the earth across the huge space of the sky." So God created the great creatures of the ocean. He created every living and moving thing that fills the waters. He created all kinds of them. He created every kind of bird that flies. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them. He said, "Have little ones and increase your numbers. Fill the waters in the oceans. Let there be more and more birds on the earth." There was evening and there was morning. It was day 5. So wow, God had a lot to do that day. Because if you think about it, think how many fish there are in the oceans. And it's not just fish. He created everything from the huge big whales all the way down that little tiny plankton, which is what they eat. So, and then in the skies, he created all the birds, from the little hummingbirds all the way up to the big eagles and condors that have wingspans that are 15 feet long. So there is a lot for him to do. But what's really important is he told them to have little ones and keep populating the earth. And so that's what we do, right? You have your mom and dad, and they have their moms and dads, and it goes on and on and on. And someday you'll probably have your own kids. And so we're populating the earth as well. So God was always thinking ahead. He put everything on here on earth and said, multiply and fill the earth. So that is day 5. So let's go ahead and start our craft. All right, if you get the 2 plates, all right, one will be a bird. The bird will be the one with the hole in it, and then the fish will be the other one, okay? So if you put them in front of you, what you want to do is have the flat part, this part, on the top, okay? So let's work on the bird first. You will get your blue crayon and you will color in this one all blue. So get the one with the hole and color it all blue. Go ahead and pause the video while you get that all colored in, because that might take just a little bit, okay? Now that we've colored it all blue, we're going to put the eye and the beak on it, okay? So if you're looking down at it, pick either side. And I always take my right hand, that's the hand I write with, and I'm gonna do it on the right hand side. So I'll take one of the googly eyes, and they're stickers. Sometimes they're easy to peel off, sometimes not so much. Let's see if I can get it. Yep, I got it with my fingernails here. And I'm putting it on kind of the edge where the flat part meets the ridges. So, and I'm just kind of putting it up here in the corner, not the corner, but right here where my finger is. All right. Go. That looks good. So it looks like that. Okay. Kind of hard to see. It kind of looks like a hole right there. So you have that. Now you take the little triangle. This is going to be the bird's beak. So you put it a little bit lower than the eye, and you want a little bit of the edge hanging, the point to hang off a little bit. And you take your glue stick, and you can either glue it right down on the plate itself. If I get my glue stick here. Okay. And I'm actually going to take it onto the beak itself and just glue it like that. And then put it to the edge. And it doesn't matter the angle you do it at. See? So we got the eye and we have the beak. Well, it's not a bird unless it has feathers, right? So take the smaller feather, okay? And we're going to put it right here. It's going to be the wing of the bird. And this one's white. I did all different colors in there. You might have blue, you might have purple. I think there might have been some green ones in there, but birds are mostly colors, so I thought that was really neat. And you will just kind of put it right there under kind of the tip of it, right under where the hole is, okay? So you just glue a little bit on right down there on your plate, and then just stick the feather down and then just press it down. So mine looks like that. Can you see it? It's kind of hard with the white one, but it's right there, okay? Now, all birds have tail feathers, and that's what this long one's all about, right? So we're going to actually glue it to the back of it, and it's going to stick up like that. So if I turn it over, and you can get it real close. See how much is on the plate? It just depends on how long you want the tail feather to be. So you just turn the plate over, put the glue there right where you want the feather. There you go. And then just stick it down. There you go. It's the bird with the feather, okay? Look how fun it is. Okay, so now you put this one to the side, okay? Now we're going to take the other half of the plate, and this is the one that you do with orange. We're gonna make the fish. So go ahead and take your orange crayon and color it all in so that it will look like this. Go ahead and pause the video while you do that, and when you're done, go ahead and restart. Okay, now you should have it all colored in orange. So if you're looking at the bird, I kind of put it on top of where my fish is, so it's kind of my guide. I'm going to look at the eye. I'm going to try and put the eyes around the same space. So it'll be, again, the hand I write with, it's the right hand side of it. So they're both the same. Okay. So peel, it's kind of hard. Peel the eye off. And I'm not getting it. If you need any help, just ask your parents. They can probably get this. Takes a couple tries. All right. So I got it. And I'm just going to kind of put it all along that seam where the flat part meets the edge, just like that, okay? Now, the fish needs a smile, right? So you take your pen or crayon, and you're gonna get the smile, just kind of like where the beak was. You're just gonna do a smile right to the edge, okay? So I do it kind of from where the crease is right here, and I do a little swoop there. Ends up like that. And then I like to do a little swoop on the top, make it look like a smile. Okay, excuse me. So now we have to do the scales of the fish. So you write with this hand, your other hand maybe, if you're right-handed, if you're left-handed, this one. So if you're looking at it, it has an L, okay? So that's the left-hand side. And I take it, I go to about the half, and I'm gonna do swoops like this. So it's just kind of half circles all the way down. So you start at the top. Let's see if I can do it when I'm not looking at it. And you just start going down like this, and you go all the way down in a line, okay? Like that. So you do that, and then you just continue. So the next one, you kind of start again up here, and you meet where you were before. Can you see that? And you just go all the way down. So what I want you to do is go ahead and pause the video while you fill all the way to the edge so that it turns out like this one. See how I did it with that one? Perfect. So pause the video. When you're done, go ahead and turn it back on. Okay. Now we need to get the tail of the fish, right? So take your triangle, and this one's not quite, I didn't finish it, but you guys have your scales on there. So you'll take the triangle and you'll go behind and you figure out how big you want to make the tail of the fish. And again, just kind of hold it, put the plate down, and then glue it onto the back of the plate, okay? Put the glue right here. I love this glue because it makes it stick really well. And then I get the tail of the fish so that I'm going to use my finished one so you can see. And see how it has the tail of the fish here? Isn't that kind of cool? Look, it's a whole fish right there. But now I have this little green ribbon hooked to both sides. So go ahead, oops, I just got glue on me. Go ahead and turn your bird that's on the top, turn that over, and turn the fish over and put it right below it. So both of the edges have the flat on top, okay? And then you put the green ribbon, and you can be as close or as far away as you want. Put that right in the middle, and you glue one side onto the top. There we go, I got the glue. And then you glue the other side onto the bottom. Perfect. And while we're here, you can do your plate label. And I might do it like under on the fish part so that it doesn't block the hole on the bird side. So I'm just gonna put it right under where the ribbon is, and it kind of covers the ribbon even. So on mine, you can see it looks like that. See how it has the ribbon on both sides, and then I just put the plate label over it. And then to finish it, you just tie the string. You can go ahead and get your parents' help if you need to. So in the end, you have the fish and the bird. See the back? This one doesn't have a label on it, but the other one did. So please, please, I have loved looking at all your pictures, and hopefully you've seen the church bulletin. We've been adding some of your pictures in at least once a month. So we're trying to get everyone who sent in their pictures, but I certainly do love seeing all your pictures. So please send me a picture of your bird and the fish. I hope you enjoyed this craft today. We will be back in March. We only have 2 more days left, days 6 and 7, and they should be lots of fun. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in March.